What's up, guys? Low Ronnie here today with a brand new video. So I want to talk to you guys about my 1990 C4 Corvette. So when I got my 1990 C4 Corvette, this was during the pandemic. We had just gotten our stimulus checks. So during that whole time during the pandemic, I worked. I was not laid off. I was still collecting checks, and those stimulus checks came in, and I finally had enough money to buy my version, what I wanted as an enthusiast. So it was actually very hard acquiring a 1990 C4 Corvette. I think it was just the Corvette owners that were selling them did not want to sell to me because of my age. I would message people wouldn't reply, people wouldn't message back. I would have to have my friend who is about 5 years older than me message people for me so that we could get a response and so that we could go and look at vehicles, because no one wanted to message me back because of how old I was. Man, it was real hard. So we went and we looked at two Corvettes, one of which I bought. So the first Corvette that we went and looked at was terrible. Shattered, like, fiberglass panels. It looked like crap. And the fumes were coming through the vents. It was about to overheat just driving around in the trailer park. The guy did not even want me to be driving the car. He wouldn't let us test drive it on the road, just around this little RV park on gravel. So go about 5 miles an hour, and we ended up walking away from that. I think he wanted like $5,000. It was crazy. You might be able to get that now with how the Corvette market is, but man. So the second Corvette that we went and looked at was pretty mint. It had a few, tears in the upholstery for the seating. Some of the seals were real weathered and stripped, and the top leaked a little bit under like really heavy, like going through a car wash pressure, and it would start leaking. But wasn't bad at all. Most of the time cruised with the top down anyway. The AC didn't work. But I spent about $4,500 on this car. The driver seat would not go forward. The track was messed up. The motor was out. We ended up putting a blanket behind my back to push me up against the seat a little bit more to make it easier to drive. But man, that car was a lot of fun. I did a lot of my first car enthusiast things, like doing burnouts, going on a lot of cruises with other car groups and stuff, having a lot of fun going on cruises, going to car meets. There's a difference between being a car enthusiast without like what you want, and then when you finally get what you quote unquote want for like your car, and it's just a totally different experience going to meets when you have the car that you want. Man, it was a lot of fun. But so it had a slight oil leak. It leaked a little bit of transmission fluid. And I got a nail stuck in one of the tires. And so the tires were pretty expensive for a good, decent set of tires. At that point, I wasn't really hanging out with. So I had the Corvette for I want to say about maybe 8 months. I stopped driving it. It got parked. And then like I would have to move other vehicles out of the way to drive it. So I ended up just saying, you know what, let's go ahead and get rid of it, get something different. You know, me and my wife were talking about wanting to start trying for a family and stuff, and a 2-seater coupe doesn't really accomplish that. So I ended up trading it after having it about for 8 months. You know, if it was manual, I probably would have kept it, but at that point, I didn't really have the desire for a manual car when I was looking for my C4 Corvette. I looked at a couple of different trades for different options, and I'll talk about what I ended up trading my 1990 C4 Corvette for in the next video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Thank you guys. Bye.